is Pierce Coles. I'm the CFO of TENTE Casters, Inc. here in Hebron, Kentucky. We are a manufacturer of casters and wheels and various other applications, but primarily casters and wheels. And our biggest markets that we serve are the medical markets. So something I like to just tell people is if you walk into a hospital and you notice anything rolling around in the hospital, there's a good chance we're the wheel that's on there. So that's at a very high level. That's kind of what we do. When I first started at TENTE 12 years ago, LK Tech was our existing IT provider, outside IT provider. And when I stepped into the role, it was at a time where globally, which I should probably say, TENTE is a global company. So TENTE North America is what I'm the CFO of. We have our headquarters in Germany. So there's about 30 TENTEs around the world, and we're privately owned. But I say all that because around that time, corporately, they wanted to really reduce costs. And unfortunately, we had to make a change with our IT service, and we went with a different company. And we were not, the level of service when we left LK went down dramatically. Like it's one of those things, like when I'm in charge of IT, like, you know how good the service is by how many times people are stopping at your door and bugging you. And it was during that time, a lot of people were stopping by my door and bugging me. And it was like, okay, we might have saved a few bucks, but we're definitely not getting the service we once had that we did have with LK. So we immediately switched back to LK in the following year and have been with them ever since. And like I said, my door is not being knocked on nearly as much, really at all, because they do a great job at really helping us out with what we need. And our arrangement that we have is very beneficial to us. And Mike and Daniel, they do a great job helping us out. Ever since we've been with them, like I can't say enough about them. They really understand what I love about them, and maybe I'm jumping ahead, but they don't just come in and perform IT. Like they're out on my production floor helping people out, put barcode scanners up on computers, and they know people here. Like when I say, hey, can you go talk to Natasha? They know, hey, she's in engineering, I'm gonna go talk to her. Like, to me, they are an outside provider, but they feel like they're a part of the TENTE family, which is something I really like about them. You pay for what you get, you know. You might save some bucks in terms of a certain service or whatever, but the quality, there's definitely a quality component to that, and you pay for what you get. So I would say that pretty much sums that whole process up. As far as the service side, I guess one thing I could add is, for me, I kind of had to have a conversation. Well, we ended up, this has nothing to do with IT, but it's related into what I look for in terms of partnerships. And our bank that we've banked with forever here at TENTE in the US, I actually made a change this year because I felt like that partnership wasn't there anymore. And it felt more like I was the one proactively going to them for things that I felt like they should be coming to me for. LK does that. That's why I value their partnership so much as well, is they don't wait for issues to happen. They are proactive in their approach, and they come to me and say, hey, here's the current situation. Here's what we foresee happening. Here are solutions or suggestions that we have that you can make to help prevent these from happening. So that is something I really value in a partnership like this that I have with LK. And yeah, that's another great thing that I like about it.